dear members of the Republic, live long and prosper. As a member of the Parliament in this debate, I would like to continue today's notion that nerds are people do. First of all, I would like to state that to continue our line, the line of the government in this debate is that not only the nerds are people, but they are next step in the human evolution. Let me start with the fact that we accept that there were no conflict of definition, and just the whole notion of people being part of a group of human, we would like to confirm this as well. In terms of the criteria, our criteria in this debate is the prosperity of human society. Let me start with the following. Over the last maybe 20 years, human society has evolved and has required different types of skill set. With the start of internet and the spread out of smart devices, computer phones, we see that human presence is not required to conduct any communication. People spend most of their time in Facebook, in Twitter, they search in Google. That's why we think that the evolution, the step to that the human society has come to the edge of actually stepping into a new age where you don't require that many presence, and you do not require to be present physically, to be able to communicate, to be able to conduct your life. That's why we believe that nerds have acquired throughout as long as they existed, like in the past 30 years, that they've acquired those really vital skills to be able to help humanity bridge the gap to the new age. That's why I would like to state our first argument, which is nerds do not require presence to socialize. They use smart devices, they use computer, internet access to be able to communicate. And I would like to point out something really important that our opposition missed the point. They communicate with each other. They're a really strong group that is growing and growing because they exchange information over forum. They use the chat in the World of Warcraft to exchange ideas. What you pointed out as a way of communication, and exactly communication, new ideas, and socialization, nerds are doing this quite well. They gather together in the internet and they exchange their thoughts, ideas, they share useful skills. For example, how to become 80 level of World of Warcraft Paladin and things like that. They are actually the next step of evolution. They help us bridge the gap to the new informational society. Yes?
Can you reproduce without physical contact?
Let me continue this as well. I'll touch upon this later on in my speech. Our second argument was that nerds not only require no physical presence to communicate and thus also are very efficient because they do not require cars, they do not require expensive flights. You just need a laptop or a computer and internet connection. That is why not only humans, not only nerds are helping, to save money, to save vital CO2 emissions. Thus, they will actually help us combat the climate change and combat the current problems that we experience with the rising consumption.
Objection. Which argument is that related to?
That was the argument on the efficiency of nerds that my fellow member, Prime Minister, said I will elaborate more in my speech. So it's me elaborating this. So our second argument was that the nerds actually acquire very vital skills, and by meaning vital skills, they know how to use laser swords, they know how to use swords, they know how to use fire guns, they can use shotguns, things like that. In case of war, they will be able to stand up, they will be able to defeat their community, they will be able to save their country because they know how to do that. No, thank you. And also, I just want to point out something else. For example, you can actually survive in the forest because of because of the skills acquired in World of Warcraft. There was this case of a young guy in Norwegian who managed to save his sister and himself from attack of a moose because of the vital skills acquired through World of Warcraft. Because he pretended to be dead, and thus the moose lost interest in them and they saved themselves. That's why we believe that the actual the skills acquired throughout playing of role PGs or World of Warcraft are helping us to survive. Thus, we will be able to communicate, not only communicate, but we will be able to survive in crisis, in wars, and things like that. Yes, please.
I have two quick questions. Do you know that actually there is no save and restore in real life? And second question, which vital skills?
Just one, I'm sorry.
Which vital
I don't
skills?
have time to continue my speech, so I'd like to continue. The third argument is that the endurance, I will touch upon this later on, the human endurance and actually the persistence nerds have to achieve 80 level of paladin and to master and kill zergs and to attack whatnot. Yeah, they actually are showing us they combat laziness. They combat everything everything that can destroy this human society, because they have the endurance, and they're not only humans, but they will help us bridge the gap to the new evolutions with their persistence and their determinants. And now I'd like to touch upon your counter-argument of the reproduction you stated in your speech, the leader of the opposition. I would like to point out that sometimes, I mean, our society has evolved in such a manner that we are able to clone ourselves, and also because of the medicine has evolved, we can use cells to impregnate and to make babies. So that is why. Okay,
Okay, one question. Do you know that I didn't get which exactly skill fighting with the labors and the laser sword this guy actually managed to use to kill the moose?
He didn't kill the moose. The example was he pretended. Anyway, I've elaborated quite well in my speech. So let me continue on the reproduction of people. Nerds, as being social, they also communicate with each other, and they do online sex. They practice virtual sex, which is actually more safe and thus does not lead to AIDS, to sexually transmitted diseases. We actually, being nerd, you help. You improve the human health, you improve the health of the society, and of course you can use human medicine to reproduce. So thus we don't believe human society will die if we because of nerds.
Live long and prosper.
Live long and prosper.